who are watching us on Bold Moves Radio Facebook page, those who are on the Bold Moves YouTube page, those who are listening from the Bold Moves Radio. You are welcome this evening. This is a blessed evening. You have Rhulani Baloyi before you. I am the host for Prudent Woman, which is a new show that will be taking place at Bold Moves Radio, starting from today, the 1st of May. What a wonderful day it is. It's a show that will be focused on women. I would like to take this time to thank our managing director for Bold Moves Radio, that is Pastor Strike, and the technical team. I would like to further thank Pastor Joylene, our senior pastor at Mana Tabernacle, because as a woman in Mana Tabernacle, it is through her efforts, through her guidance, her mentorship, that Prudent Woman was born. I sit here today, I'm still not sure, how can it be? Because as a woman, throughout my life, I've always not been one of those women who were pro-feminism programs. I've always felt, there's no need for feminism programs. I've always felt we are equal to women. But as time went and through the teachings, through the exposure in the church, through the engagements, I realized that indeed there is a difference between a woman and a man. A woman is unique from a man, and there is a need for a woman to have programs that will sharpen a woman in particular. And I when that came to me, I repented to say it is true. We need to have such programs that are marked for women, that are focused on women. And that's how Prudent Woman was born. I'm sure most of you are asking yourself, you are listening to Bold Moves Radio. You are listening to the show Prudent Woman. You're asking yourself, what is Prudent Woman? Today is the first show that we're having. It's our inaugural show. And our desire is to take you through what this program is all about, so that those of you who will be part of this program, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I'm sure you're going to learn. You can understand what the program is all about. This is a program that is aimed at empowering women in all spheres of their lives. You talk political, social, psychological, spiritual, business, economic, educational. It is the vision of this show to take you through, to empower a woman on how to navigate life through all these different facets of life. Why the name Prudent Woman? Prudent Woman is defined as a woman who is able to recognize the season in which they are in. It's a woman who does not react to situations, but can foresee situations. A prudent woman is a futuristic woman. According to Proverbs 10, verse 5, this is a woman who thinks ahead. And it is only when you are empowered that you'll be able to think ahead. If you do not have information, you cannot think ahead. You may not know what to expect. I liken it to a soldier. A soldier, if we take a soldier without them knowing where they are going, blindfolded, put them in the midst of a war. When we take off the blindfold, the soldier may react in an appropriate manner, may even come out alive. But if they take me, blindfold me, put me in the midst of a war, because I do not know what to expect in a war. I may not come out. I may die within minutes because the way I will react will not be the desired reaction for that time. So a prudent woman is one who will react according to the season where they are. When I went through what God was saying about being prudent, being futuristic, what I came across was that this show should be a show that will look at all these different things that I've mentioned, different facets of life, but it should produce something at the end. It should produce a woman who is disciplined, a woman with good management, woman with good guidance, and who is cautious. All these things that I've mentioned, these principles, can only be attained when you go through teachings. I do not have much to empower people, but I believe this is a platform that I will be using to coordinate the gifts that God has given out there, to come in and sharpen all of us as women, to come and help us women to become who God has made us to be. The word of God says a prudent woman is a gift to his wife. I would like to say this evening, for me, it is my desire that we can be prudent women who will be a gift to our families, a gift to our communities, a gift to our companies, a gift to our workplace. And that is possible because all this information is all out there. Ours is to go out and learn. It is to tune in every Sunday, 6 o'clock. This show will be happening. Bold Moves Radio, Prudent Women. We will be online talking to women. And even fathers, you are invited. Even young ones. There is no better time, and you can never say you have learned enough. You can always learn a new thing whenever there's an opportunity for you to learn. How we're going to run the show is that on a monthly basis, we'll have different topics that we'll go through. It is our desire that the topics that we'll engage in should also come from you as our audience. We invite you through the Bold Moves Radio WhatsApp group. We'll appreciate if you send us topics that we want us to cover. We will communicate with you what we'll be dealing with on specific months, and you can engage with us. Today, as we start our inaugural show, I'm not alone. As Rhulani Baloyi in Bold Moves Radio, I'm joined by fellow sisters, professionals in their own rights, and it's gonna be exciting. These professionals are full of knowledge. They have experiences, and you also have experiences. The challenges that we have gone through can empower us, can help another sister, because at times we go through challenges and you think that is the end of you. At times, the challenges are what becomes our ministers. I would like at this point in time to invite my sister, Mandla Mabunda. She is a dietitian. She owns a company called Masana Dietitians. She has done wonders within the nutrition field. She will just give us a glimpse, tell us what we can expect in this show, how she will be empowering us so that we can look forward, as well as take note of all these people as they present their professions, so that you can start engaging with us, ask us questions. We are here to serve you. We are here together to grow as prudent women. We are here together to become futuristic women. Says Mandla, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Sister Rhulani.
Streaming 24/7. 24/7. Bold Moves Radio.
Africa, nakupenda sana. Oh, Africa, nakupenda sana.
Thank you so much, Sister Rhulani, for the exceptional introduction. My name is Mandla Ventina Mabunda. I am a professional dietitian and I manage and direct a company called Dietitians. And we are with a vision to serve our people with good quality food products and change food nutrition as a whole. Honored part of the resident professionals who will be featured on the show from time to time, because I am particularly passionate about women. Women really, just like food, are the cornerstone of our society, cornerstone of our family, and therefore cornerstone of our health. And really, women have a special need, nutrient needs. And during each stage of our milestones or of our lives, our nutritional needs change as women. I'm talking right from the beginning with the first 1,000 days when a mother is still pregnant, right until the twilight years where we call the pension years. So I'm very, very happy to be part of this platform where I can share my knowledge and expertise on how we as women can use food or nutrition to better our families, better ourselves, and better our communities. So as part of our offering for this program, obviously also waiting to get topics of interest from our listeners and viewers, Masana dietitians will be discussing and sharing ideas on common problems, nutritional problems that really affect women. We are talking about depression. Now more than ever, we find that depression is really affecting women, and really sometimes if we change or as part of the solutions, we alter the food that we eat or the type of vitamins that we eat, we are able to lessen the effects of depression. Constipation. Most of the adult women that I know are suffering from constipation. Maternal anemia. These are topics that women are suffering with, but sometimes they don't know for help. Within this program, that will be coming insufficient, thinking we are eating healthily when we are missing a vitamin or two, and that can mess you up as a woman. So as mathematicians, we are very, very honored to be part of this group, and we are hoping that using our knowledge and sharing and learning from other professionals as well, we can holistically try and offer nutrition solutions, not only in counseling, but practical examples of products, because that's also what we also make. We make products, food products that people can use to solve some of the nutrition problems that we have in our country and as mothers in general. So thank you so much for allowing us to be part of this. I'm excited personally, and I'm looking forward to contributing to the program, Prudent Woman. Thank you.
Bold Moves Radio.
Africa, nakupenda sana. Oh, Africa, nakupenda sana.
You are listening to Prudent Women with Rhulani Baloyi. Thank you for joining us this evening. If you have just joined us, this is our inaugural show. It's the first show that we are hosting. We will be having a show every Sunday, 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. If you are a woman who wants to be a futuristic woman, a woman who wants to know the season that they are operating in and be a gift to your family, this is the place to be. Thank you very much, Masana dietitian, says Mandla. I'm sure all of us were looking forward. Women are one species. We run from one diet to another. And at times we are advised by people who have never been to school on what to eat. And at times These things are what causes us major problems as we grow old. We become sick, we cannot explain what is happening to our bodies, and it's because we have gone out and seek things that we did not even understand. And this is a platform you're going to be empowered on how to look after your children, how to look after your family, on how to make sure that their future is guaranteed. Because it is only when you look after this body that you can say you have a future. If you do not look after it, even if the Lord does not want to take you, the body will say, I'm tired. You have given me so many diets. We have not been eating. Some of us who have been eating fats, they'd say, eat fat and then you'll be slim. So, you know, says Mandla, we appreciate your presence and the knowledge that you have. We believe we shall be empowered. We are listening to Bold Moves Radio, Prudent Women. We'll be with you every Sunday, 6 o'clock. Now, amongst my professionals who will be taking us through different topics, I have amongst us Dr. Hlekani Mukiti. Dr. Hlekani Mukiti, she's a pediatrician. This woman loves children. You know, when she speaks to a child, she even kneels down and be at the same level with a child. And if we can learn from this woman and listen to her, ladies, I tell you, there is nothing that we can fail with our children, because we will get to understand them as from the day they are born. Because some of us, we do not know how to take care of them. When the child cries, I just buy McDonald's and run away. When the child cries, I just say, no, go to auntie, you know. But this woman, she's got a heart for children. She's a doctor by profession. She's a qualified pediatrician. Dr. Hlekani, just give us a glimpse of what you'll be talking about.
Thank you, Rhulani. Good evening, everyone. Thank you also for the wonderful introduction. My name is Hlekani. Yes, I am a specialist pediatrician and I love children so much. And what I do is I look after children from the age of 0 months. That's when the child is born, until a child is 13 years old. But sometimes I am forced to see a child up until 18 years because according to South African law, you are a child up until you are 18 years old. So I take care of children with love and I treat them. But it's also very important that we look after these kids, mostly the most important part, which we are missing, which I am going to encourage mothers, women, and also fathers, and also to support each other, is to take care of a baby from birth. For a mother, I will also encourage a lot that taking care of the baby it starts from conceiving, not when the child is born. So we will be looking at all those things, supporting each other, so that we can enjoy this life with them. And our children, they grow up healthy and be responsible adults, and adults who will be able to function in all spheres of life. I'm happy to be a part of this panel too, and I'm looking forward to being part of it for until we have it, until the day we say, no, it's enough, we are encouraged, we have done all, of which I don't think that day will ever come. Thank you so much, Rhulani. Rhulani?
Dr. Tlhekane, I'm sorry we had some technical glitch. Our Wi-Fi was failing us this side. Can you recap your last portion of your talk?
Oh, thank you, Rhulani. I was saying I'm happy to be part of this panel, and I'm looking forward to having topics with all women, including fathers, grandmothers, and whoever is interested. And we encourage each other and support each other. Thank you. Over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Streaming 24/7. 24/7. Bold Moves Radio.
Africa, nakupenda sana. Oh, Africa, nakupenda sana.
Thank you. You are welcome. It is Prudent Women on Bold Moves Radio, a new show that will be taking place every Sunday, 6 o'clock. You are welcome, those who have just joined us. I would like to acknowledge those who are watching via our Facebook page. I see a lot of grannies. They're saying they want to learn, and it's true, grannies. You have to learn so that you can empower the young ones. I would like to acknowledge Sesagani, Man Joyce, Pastor Amkelan Chauga, I see you there. Mankoni, Constance Chavala, that's my mom. Thank you. She's an old woman, but she can connect on Facebook. Says Dukubo, Man Julia, Dr. Julia Ngumalo, she's watching. Oh, my pastor, Pastor Joylene, thank you very much. This is your product. If there's one person who should be proud today, it should be Pastor Joylene. I'm a product of Pastor Joylene. Thank you very much. Says Angie, thank you for joining us. Those who are watching on YouTube, you are welcome. You are watching Prudent Women on Bold Moves Radio. Our time now is 23 minutes past 6. Our show runs up until 7 o'clock. So please be with us. We still have more to say to you so that you can be ready for the upcoming weeks. I would now like to invite Zuni Baloyi. She is a professional social worker. This woman, when she talks about substance abuse, you start to understand, and you will not blame your child. You will not blame your family member. You will understand that those people seek help. So I would like to invite you, fellow women, everyone who's watching, listening, you cannot miss this show. It's packed. We shall be empowered. Says Zuni, please take us through the work that you do as a social worker.
Good evening, family. Good evening to our viewers and our listeners. Thank you, Rhulani, for such a wonderful introduction. And I also want to extend the gratitude to the station manager of Bold Moves for this opportunity that you have given to us to contribute towards assisting women. My name is Zunisani Eugenia Baloyi. I'm a social worker by profession, specialized in substance abuse. What I will be contributing towards this program is assisting women to understand about addiction, to understand about possible helps that is out there. Let me say, growing up and as I entered into the profession, I had limited knowledge about substance abuse and women. But 12 years later now, I learned to understand that substance abuse affects both men and women. And the rise is very much surprising for women who are using substances. That is when they need help. Because most women, they are called cupboard drinkers, according to some of the writers. Because normally women, we hide our use, we hide the substances that we are using, and commonly we use legal substances, prescriptions, over the counter. And of course, there are those that are using even in public, the illegal ones. So my contribution towards the program will be about how to identify the signs and symptoms of substance abuse. When do you know when you're addicted? Possible help that you can get from early intervention before it gets worse. How you can be able to also assist your children and your family members. Of course, women are mothers. And of course, to assist our extended family members, community members, anyone else who will need help. So in my contribution will be about the effect substance abuse have on women, because men and women are not the same. They are completely different in their biological makeup. So even when we come to the effects, it's different for men and women. So we'll be unpacking the effects that substance has on a woman, looking at all the holistic part of a woman, being it the family, being it them as a person, being it financially, being it socially, anyhow substance can affect a woman. We're going to unpack that. Also, how can they be assisted or where the help comes from? So that is basically what we'll be sharing with you concerning substance abuse. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Bold Moves. Thank you, Rhulani. Hello. Rhulani.
Breaking barriers and limitations.
Thank you. Welcome. You are listening to Bold Moves Radio. You are listening to the show Prudent Women. Today is our first show. The show will be airing every Sunday, 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. Women, you do not want to miss this show. It shall be lit. We shall be empowered. We will never be women who react to situations, but situations will find us ready because we'll have been empowered. We'll have knowledge on how to take care of our families. I know almost all of us, this is one thing that is happening in our country, which is a challenge. There is no one amongst all of us, I believe, who can say they are not in a way affected by this thing of substance abuse. And it's unfortunate that by our culture, we were not nurtured in a way that we understand that when these problems happen, which affect you, it is not that you should blame yourself, but the right thing is to seek for help. And you can only seek for help if you are empowered to be able to identify it first. Women, we stay with our children. At times, our children start these things, and should we have been empowered to identify the earlier signs, we may have averted these problems. Sometimes it's our partners, sometimes it's our family members, our loved ones, our brothers. It becomes a burden. So this show is here to empower you as a woman on how to overcome all this. Together we'll make it. And I know it's not that this panel that is before you today knows everything. Some of you out there, you know something better than what we know. You can help. I would like to invite you. My number is 081 358 8745. Those of you who would like to be part of a WhatsApp group in order to be able to send through things that you wish for us to address through these platforms. Some of you in this show, it is our idea to be able to achieve our vision through testimonies. The word of God says they overcame by the word of God and the word of their testimony. There is nothing that can minister better than a testimony, because a testimony says, here I am, look at me, I've gone through it and I've made it. So we'd like to invite you. send me a message and say, I want to be in. I will create a WhatsApp group and we can be part. Those who would like to testify on certain topics, you are welcome. Those who may want to testify, but not anonymously, let me say, because some of the things may affect our family members, and you do not want to be out there and saying things that will embarrass your family members, because we're not here to shame each other, but we're here to sharpen each other. Iron sharpens iron. As we move right along, you're listening to Prudent Woman on Bold Moves Radio. I would like to invite Dr. Ngwenya. Dr. Ngwenya is a psychiatrist by profession. As Africans, we know it's shameful to say, I've got mental challenges. And at times we don't even take care of it. I, for one, have never visited a psychiatrist. I thought one who visits a psychiatrist will be that person whom they have put in chains because now they can't do anything. They're just, breaking things, being violent. I grew up understanding it that way. And it's through Dr. Ngwenya that I understood that, no, that's not how it should be. A person must be able to visit these people just to check your mental being. Just like when you go for your yearly or half-yearly dental cleanup, we do that. But we don't take care of our mental being. Something that is very important, because if my mental being is not in good space, I could not be sitting here before you, because I cannot construct anything. So, it's very important. It is through Dr. Ngwenya that I also learned to overcome something, as women, all of you, I know you will associate with this. At times, you time and again have a person, whenever they meet you, they say, hey, you have gained weight, man. Hey, you are dark, man. All this time, they will keep on saying other things, And whenever you meet this person, when you part, you are no longer happy, you depressed, you get home and say, what's happening? I don't know. But she taught us something. She said, whenever you hear a person every time saying things, they are reflecting on themselves. So that is something that they have a challenge with, because it's in their minds. So it's either, if this person is too thin, it's either they have a problem of weight they wish to gain, but they are not gaining. So every time they see a person, they will be talking about that thing that is too much in their minds. So ladies, this show will empower you. This show will make you to be happy. You either walk into your office, you'll come out happy. You get home, you are happy, because we are meant to enjoy ourselves. The Lord says he has given us joy. We are expected to be joyful, but we allow things to crop in our lives, which do not even have any positive impact, but just to depress us. So these professionals are very important. You are listening to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman. We are airing from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. Dr. Ngwenya.
Thank you very much, Sister Rhulani. Good evening to all our listeners, and thank you, Pastor Strike and Pastor Joylene. I will not start by what I'm doing. I will start by what I wish to offer in this platform. So I would like to teach all the prudent women out there about taking care of your mental health, so that you can be functional and be able to carry the task that God has trusted you with, the task which include a task of being a mother, a task of being a wife, a task of being a sister, a task of being a colleague, and a task of being a neighbor. So as a woman, Sister Rhulani has already mentioned that a prudent woman is somebody who must monitor situations. So I'm going to be talking about that also, that we must learn to monitor the situations. And when you monitor the situations, it makes you to be able to strategize as a woman. So you will have a good planning, very calm, like in a calm manner, and that will help you to be able to fulfill what you want that situation or whatever relationships that we are involved in to produce. So in doing that, it means we must learn as women, or must empower each other to monitor our emotions and our feelings, especially around situations or over situations. So in doing that, it will help you to be able to absorb or reject any negative external stimuli that comes your way. And if you do that, then you'll be able to control your emotions. You'll be able to control how you react. You'll be able to be calm so that you can have a good outcome on whatever relationship or situation that you are faced with. So what I do, I will also, like what I do in my work, I work with mental health. So that means we promote good mental well-being, and we also prevent mental conditions where it's preventable by teaching people about mental illness, by teaching people about identifying signs of mental illness so that we can intervene early. And in doing that, we also treat people who are suffering from mental illness so that they can also have a good well-being while taking medication and being able to live with their loved ones around, and being able to receive the support, and also teaching their families how to support people living with mental illness. So we have different mental conditions which we know, like depression, anxiety, like the effect of the stress or of the stressors or the traumas, which can be acute or it can come later, which we call acute stress disorder or post-traumatic stress disorder. We also have the issues of substances, whereas a woman, you'll always be affected by the substances. It can be yourself, it can be a partner who's suffering from substance abuse, it can be your child, it can be a colleague, or it can be your neighbor. So we'll be focusing on those things to empower each other on how to monitor our mental health and how to monitor situations, so that when we're monitoring the situations, we can be able to strategize, to plan ahead, and we can be able to do that in a calm manner, and so that we can have, we can have the positive outcome that we need in our families or at work or in our neighborhood. So that is what we'll be focusing on. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ngwenya. I see Sespuleti Majutla, she's saying mental health is a challenge in our society. Thank you for this empowerment. Sespuleti, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the ministry of Dr. Ngwenya. You know, she will teach you to be able to live even with people who have got challenges mentally. Sesi Tsaki Mhlanga says, teach us so that we can help those who are affected and be on the lookout for signs and symptoms. Thank you very much, Sesaki Mhlanga. Angelina Maluleke says, thanks very much. We are ready to learn. Pastor Joelyn says, this show is power-packed. Thanks to our sisters. Thank you, Mfundisi. Thank you very much. Says Dukupo says, choice of professionals on the panel will empower us. We look forward. I look forward. I do not know about you, but I look forward. I know I'll never be the same. I know my family will never be the same. My children will never be the same. My relationship with everyone around me. I shall be empowered to become a citizen of this country who shall be grateful and be proud to be adding value. Because, you know, as women, we're powerful. But the problem is at times when we're not empowered, when we do not know who we are, and you have not been able to identify yourself and you do not know how to relate to people, instead of being a gift, you become a burden. And unfortunately, we are the ones who have been empowered to be the producers. Someone brings the resources. The man brings the resources in our lives, and we are supposed to produce. And if you are the producer, Even if good resources have been brought to you and you are not a good producer, you are likely to ruin everything. So women, that's how much powerful we are. We are not here to fight for the space between us and men, but God has uniquely designed us. God gave us, I always look at myself and say, to be a woman is a blessing. I have been called a helper. And another person who was called a helper was the Holy Spirit. You see how powerful it is, how wonderful it is to be a woman. But it is only when you know you are a helper and you are empowered to be a helper that you will become a good helper. If you are helping someone and you do not know what you are helping them on, you are likely to ruin them. You are listening to Prudent Woman on Bold Moves Radio, who we shall be airing every Sunday, 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. Today is our inaugural show. We have a number of our professionals who are here to entice you, just for you to listen to what they will be doing in this show, how they will be empowering you. I would like to call now, says Doris Nuku. Says Doris Nuku has been in the hairdresser industry for some time. She operates a salon in town. She is here. Some of you are sitting there and you've got a gift to do your hair. You've got a gift that you are sitting on. She is here to tell us how it is to be in that industry as an SMME. But beyond that, as women, we like to look beautiful. And we always stress with how our hair looks like. At times you find that there's a woman, I get into debt because I still want to buy the weave. The weaves are too expensive because we have been made to be inferior with our hair. We feel like an African hair cannot be looked after. So I believe, says Doris, will take us through on how to look after our hair. You see how important this show is going to be. You won't have to wait until you get to the salon. Again, when we go to the salon, I tell my hairdresser what I'm looking for. And the hairdresser is there. She's a business person, or he's a business person waiting for business. So whatever I say they must do on my head, they just do it. But if I go there and tell them what to do on my head, and I know how it should be done, what fits me, what suits me, I'm likely to make a good choice. And I'm likely to encourage myself, to build my self-esteem. When a woman looks good, you can see by their walks. And when you have a bad hair day, it's not good, man. It's bad. You sometimes you feel like I can call and say, I'm not coming to the office because the hair does not look good. So says Doris, the platform is yours. Tell us, entice us, what will you be teaching us as a hairdresser in this show?
Thank you, Mama Rhulani. Good evening, everyone, my family and all the viewers. My name is Doris Noko. I am running a company called Doris Noko Hair Salon. I am located in Polokwane at Landros Mare Street. I am here to talk about a beauty. I am passionate about hair. A woman's hair is a hair beauty. Whether I have money or you don't have money, you have to look beauty. You have to look pretty, irregardless of the kind of style you wear. Is whether it's afro, a brush, or you do plating, or the weaves, anything that you want to do, you have to look pretty and you have to be presentable. I'm dealing with the styles. I don't just do the hair only. I do the styles looking or on the face of the one that I will do. We don't just do the styles. You can't just say you saw someone out there and you want the style that she did. So we do the style according to your face. And in the salon, I deal with all kinds of hair. I can wash your hair, I can do cutting. We do weaves, we are also selling the hair pieces. We do everything that you want. So no matter you have money or you don't have money, you have to look pretty. I thank you, Mama Rhulani, and I thank you for being part of this talk show. I thank you. Mama Rhulani.
Africa, nakupenda sana. Oh, Africa, nakupenda sana.
You are listening to Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman, airing from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock every Sunday. Be sure to join us. You will never remain the same. Says Doris, thank you very much. Ladies, we are looking forward. I see Nyeleti Baloyi is saying she has been going through YouTube videos, looking for videos to help her on how to take care of her hair. So this is the show to be. You are welcome. And in this show, ladies, I must say, we will be talking to people from all different walks of life. There will be time where we'll call our helpers to come on the show. Believe me, I've realized that how we interact with our helpers and how they perceive us. At times, both parties were not sure of what to expect. So it is in this show where we should empower each other to know what to expect, to know how to treat each other so that we can get the best out of each other. Remember, I said a prudent woman, it's a woman who knows who she is, who knows the season, who does not react to situations, but she's able to foresee situations. So it is in this show, we look forward to hosting all these people from different walks of life to empower each other. We shall be sharpening each other. I would like to come to my last panelist. This is not the last professional. We have a lot of professionals. In politics, we have our politicians. You talk, if you want, you feel a calling in ministry, we have pastors. You talk about education. If it's your desire to become a doctor, this is a show to be, because we will have our mothers who are doctors and they attained their qualifications whilst they are mothers looking after their families, whilst they are employees. So they will help us. I saw Sesi Zenzile. She's here with us. I saw she was commenting on the Facebook. Says Zenzile, I know you are doing a lot when it comes to academic. You help people with their papers on how to structure them. Says Puledi Majutla, we are looking forward to you coming to join us. Says Puledi, she's a finalist for Mrs. Africa. So we would like you to come to teach us as women on how to be and what is it that one can do in order to break through this area of pageants. Because we have realized, it is about time. We always thought being a pageant is just about you modeling your beauty. But we have realized that that is a platform that one can use to impact on people's lives. Says Puledi, we are inviting you to join us. I would like to call upon Sesi Tsakani Mpofu. Sesi Tsakani Mpofu, she's a businesswoman. She has grown so much. She was once an SMME, let me tell you. And today, she's in a different platform. When I was interacting with her for the show, she told me she's now leading a forum which they call Women Do Dubai, because as South Africa in business, we don't operate in isolation from other countries. There are platforms which have been created for business people to tap into opportunities that are outside our country. This woman has broken through. I invite you, Sister Kani, please take us through what can we expect from you at the end of, as we continue with these shows. Some of us would like to see ourselves as moguls. Some of us who have always felt we want to start businesses, but we do not know where to start. This is a show which will empower you in order to break through where you feel you have a calling in. Sister Kani, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Sister Rhulani. My name is Sagani Mpofu. I think most of you know me. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our director, Pastor Strike. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our mother, Pastor Joylene. I think I'm your product. You know me when I was still new, when I was still a baby, when I didn't understand what I'm doing. But the thing that I can say is it can be done. I just want to motivate women with I just want to motivate women with the experience that I have. I'm a founder of Moponi Property Management, a founder of TK's Hospitality Training. I'm a co-founder of Female Women in Real Estate. I'm an ambassador of South African Women Do Dubai. I'm also a member of Female Founders Middle East. I'm also a member of You Deserve the Crown, SADC region. I'm also a director, a board member of Women Wealth Do Dubai. And I'm also a board member of Bakwena Energy Solution. With me saying this, I'm also a prudent woman. I just want to say to you, it doesn't matter where you are coming from. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter whatever you have. And it doesn't matter whether your business is small or your business is an SMME or a business is big. But if you get or you associate yourself with the right women, it can be done. I'm a product of women who saw a potential in me, and they raised me to become a woman that I am. On the topics that I would like us to share on the show, but we'll add and all these things. But my passion is just to take someone from nothing to something. Because looking at where I'm coming from, I never saw myself doing all these things. But there were women from the church. There was a woman who said, Sister Kani, you can do this. When I was on the road, there was a woman who said, I think you can do this. So let's work on this one. Each and every person who is in business and everything, whether you are selling tomatoes, whether you are big or you are medium or whatever. Today, I'm saying to you, it can be done. I believe that the empowered women, they were empowered so that they can empower other women. The other thing that I would like to share again, let's help each other. Let's see a grace to someone that she's got a gift, but her gift is hidden and she doesn't believe in what she has. So we are here to also take those women to the next level. The other thing that we are here for is also to take your business to the next level. Sometimes you might think like myself now, I'm no more, I do business in South Africa, but I do business in Namibia, I do business somewhere else. I believe in women in unity, whereby we can grow someone from something and then we take our businesses to the next level. I also believe it, no matter how many times you failed, we are here to help you to grow up again. No matter your background, no matter how you look. Sister Rhulani said, when you meet someone will say to you, no, you don't look beautiful, you have gained weight and all these things. Someone might say to you, your business, they don't see where your business is going. But in this platform, you will see with the connections and the people that we are working with, you are going to see your business going to the next level. As I close, I just want to say it can be done. And whatever, whether you are home, whether you are thinking of selling tomatoes, whether you are big, whether you are in construction, on everything. Don't undermine yourself, because each and every person that you see them there, they started somewhere. So it can be done. That's what I wanted to say tonight. Thank you so much.
Is Bold Moves Radio.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Say Africa, say Africa, say Africa.
Boldly breaking barriers and limitations.
It is Bold Moves Radio. The show is Prudent Woman with Rhulani Baloyi. We air every Sunday, 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. You will never remain the same. Sister Kani says to us, it is possible. It doesn't matter at what level you are. Rome was not built in one day. It was built over a number of years. So even our businesses, ladies, let us rise up. Let us fold our sleeves and get to work. It is in this show that you'll be empowered. We shall be calling a number of business people in different fields to come and empower us as women. And if you are out there and you are in business and you like to join us, you'd like to contribute, remember I gave you my number is 081-358-8745. You can send me a WhatsApp. We will be establishing a WhatsApp group as well so that we can chat on the things that you want us to be addressing. We are here to sharpen each other. Iron sharpens iron, so that we can become women who are not reactionary to situations, but women who know and understand the season that they are operating in. Women who will be empowered to be able to soldier on in life and react accordingly, so that they can be a gift to their families, a gift to their communities. Thank you very much, my panel. You are wonderful. I believe our audience is looking forward to having a great time. I see, yes, I see Tamani Rubombo. We know you are a writer. Ladies, we are going to be doing book reviews here. We're going to be reading books. We invite you, says Tamani, to join us. We would like to listen to you and the books that you have written. It is only a person who goes out and seek for knowledge who can prove themselves worthy. If you do not read, ladies, I'll tell you, if the whole year you don't read a single book, you can never transform yourself. What is it that you are doing? Nowadays, we've got gadgets. You can read your book in your bed on your phone. And there are websites where you get books for free, ladies. You send me a WhatsApp, I'll give you that WhatsApp group, the address where you can get free books throughout the world and read, study, become something. It is through your efforts, you rise up and look for knowledge, that you will have knowledge and wisdom to become a prudent woman. As we close our show, listening to Bold Moves Radio, the show is Prudent Woman. We air every Sunday, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. As we're about to close, I would like to invite you for next week's session, as we are in where we are celebrating this. Remind you for any other radio. Talking about us being biological mothers, but mothers as in us as women. In our African culture, we say a child is raised by the whole community. So even if you did not biologically give birth to a child, you are a mother. Thank you very much. It was lovely having you. We saw you in huge numbers. Thank you. Join us again. Bold Moves Radio, 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock every Sunday. We shall be with you. Join our WhatsApp group so that you can know what will we be talking about. Thank you very much. Have a blessed evening. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy Mother's Month.
Bold Moves Radio.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Say Africa. Say Africa. Say Africa.
Boldly break.